Welcome to the Pageantry Podcast.
And today's very special Pageantry Podcast guest, calling him from Louisiana, your universal teen, Miss Presley Arceneaux. Presley, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, I'm so glad that you're joining me today. This will be a fun time, a fun interview, and it's my honor to meet with you.
Thank you for having me.
How does it feel to be a member of the Elite Eight?
Honestly, it's still so surreal. I have to wake up every morning and remind myself.
And of course, you're the teen winner only within season 3. How's the reaction been?
It's been so amazing, absolutely amazing. It's been nothing short of amazing. I'm super grateful for this whole opportunity. I'm grateful for all of the friends that I've been meeting.
Describe the feeling. Here in Orlando, you're standing center stage, waiting for the announcement. What's going through your mind?
Honestly, when I competed at state and I won my state title, I didn't really know where it was going to go from there. I was coming to Universal Miss my very first year in the system, and I never expected to make it that far, it being my very first national pageant. But I really hope that that goes to show no matter how long you've been competing, no matter what systems you've been doing, you can still do anything that you possibly can. But standing on stage, I get called to step forward as the final two, me and Eva Davy. And obviously my heart's pounding. I'm so excited. I'm thrilled. What's going through my mind is I've made it into top 2. That's a huge accomplishment already. And I hear my name called to be the winner, and I'm shocked. It's honestly, I was so incredibly speechless. I didn't know what to think in the moment.
What do you feel makes Universal Miss special?
Well, we have our motto, Embrace You, and Embrace You with Universal Miss really encourages girls to embrace their true, authentic self and encourage girls to be the best version of themselves, no matter your background, your story, what you've been through, or where you're headed. I love that about Universal Miss.
Let's talk about your platform, Speaking for the Silent.
I created Speaking for the Silent 2 years ago to help raise awareness to children and teens who are afraid to speak up about their mental health and bullying inside of schools. As you may know, lots of teens struggle to speak up, whether that's to adults, a family member, or anything that may be happening inside of schools. And as a teen who was past diagnosed with depression and anxiety, I know that I didn't feel comfortable talking to adults. So when I overcame such a hard area in my life, I knew I wanted to make my platform based on something that I could be very personable with other teens and help advocate.
Excellent. I know it's kind of new within the year, so I've been a couple months. What have you been able to do so far as Miss Universal Teen?
Well, as most of y'all saw, we did the Elite Eight, and we all went to New York. And we just walked in New York Fashion Week for Chrissy King. That was so exciting. It was such an amazing experience to be there. I love big cities. So being in New York, I really felt like I was in my element. I got to bond with my sister queens and get to know them on a personal level because this was our first trip all together as the Elite Eight since we've been in nationals in Orlando. So that was super exciting. And then I just had the opportunity to travel to Texas and visit with 3rd grade classes and promote my platform and get it going. And I'm looking forward to traveling to schools in my local area to promote my platform.
And again, it is early in the year, as we just talked about. Aside from the platform, how would you like to be able to use the crown of Universal Teen?
Well, using the crown, I want to encourage women and girls of all ages, people of all ages, not even just women, that you can do anything that you possibly can, no matter your background. I know my background wasn't the best, and pageant girls, as sad as it is to say, it's very stereotyped today in this world, and we're put out there oh, our life is perfect. But it doesn't always have to be the case. Everything from your past makes you who you are going to be today. And I want to share that message to people of all ages in the world.
And if I understand, you're in high school now, correct?
I am a junior.
You come to Florida, you go back to Louisiana as Universal Teen. What was the reaction like?
All of my friends were so supportive. I had family waiting for me when I came back home. It was honestly still so surreal. I couldn't believe it. It took me, I would say, 2 weeks to fully process the whole entire week that had just happened. So it was definitely something.
How long have you been involved in pageantry?
I've been doing pageants for 6.5 years, going on 7. And looking now where I'm at in my pageant journey and looking back to little old me, it's something I love looking at.
What have you learned about yourself through these 6.5 years of competition?
That's such a good question. I remember the very first time that I ever stepped on a stage and I was doing a personal introduction at a state pageant. And it came so natural to me. And I got off stage. I went straight to my mom. I told her, this is it. This is what I want to do. And I've learned that I'm a really good public speaker. I love getting in front of crowds. It doesn't make me nervous. It's something that comes very natural to me. But also doing pageants, I've been able to increase and develop more interviewing opportunities and interviewing skills and just being able to have a simple conversation with someone.
What advice would you give someone who is looking to compete in the Universal Miss pageant system?
The best advice that I could give someone who's wanting to come compete in Universal Miss is just like our motto says, embrace you. As a girl who started out in pageants, many women and girls compare themselves to other contestants that are competing. And that's something that we all shouldn't do because being you is the best possible thing that you could do. Be confident, make friends, enjoy it. It's going to go by so incredibly fast and you're going to want to keep coming back.
Perfect. How can someone who is interested in universal pageant systems learn more about them?
Anyone can visit universalmiss.com. We have a widespread of internet availability. We have Instagram, we have Facebook, and of course, the Elite Eight. We're all open to talking to anyone about anything if anyone ever has any questions.
It says you would like to one day attend LSU, go Tigers, and become a child psychologist. How did you come upon this future endeavor?
Well, having my platform speaking for the silent and wanting to raise awareness to children and teens who suffer from not wanting to speak up to adults about things, I knew I wanted to help children. I knew I wanted to help people who struggle. I've always had a soft spot in my heart, and I knew I always wanted to work with children. I absolutely love being around children. I and their mental health is the most important thing in the world. So being a child psychologist was definitely the perfect job that I could want.
What is something that you would like the glamour lifestyle industry to know about you?
That your natural beauty is the best beauty you can have.
Is there anybody that you would like to recognize?
I do. I want to recognize my best friends who are sitting here with me right now. We had homecoming just last night, and they're sitting here watching the whole thing.
And are they
And
enjoying watching this? Are they
are
enjoying
you
this?
enjoying watching it?
Yes, I love watching Presley in her element.
Me too.
And I want to give a shout out to my mom because I wouldn't be able to do any of this without her. She's really the main reason that I'm here. And if I could give her the crown and sash, I definitely would.
Speaking of the crown and sash, what does it mean to you?
It's an honor. To me, it's a dream. like I said, it's so surreal. Representing this system has been nothing but short of amazing. I'm only just a few months into my reign, and I know this is going to bring me so much more joy, so much more excitement, so many more opportunities.
Any parting thoughts? Anything you'd like to discuss that I may have missed?
Not that I can think of. I am getting ready to attend some state pageants that are coming up with Universal Miss, and I am getting ready to head to New Orleans for a fashion show. And this fashion show is a charity fashion show for cancer survivors.
Well, good luck. And that is a wonderful thing to support. I do commend you on that so much.
Thank you.
And today's very special Pageantry podcast guest has been your 2023 Universal Teen, Miss Presley Arceneaux. Presley, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me today.